Like if you're having a conversation with your best friend, let's say, yeah, and the you have a disagreement, I feel like being able to distinguish just like friendly banter or like a debate from this person like actually does not want to grow, they want to stay in the same place that they
That's
are,
it.
is
Like they
very
don't want to grow.
important. Yeah,
Like maybe they don't want to grow.
exactly.
You
And
know.
working on relationships is very important. You just don't want to drop somebody just cause. And being able to distinguish not only with like emotional intelligence but just like common sense of when this person is not only disrespecting you, but if they really want to change or if they're doing it from a place that like this is actually them, you know no matter what I do, no matter what I say, this is going to be them at the end of the day, and you can't do anything to help them. And I feel like being able to distinguish is very important.
In regards to your awareness about the way things work in life,
Hmm.
your awareness about the mind, soul, and the body. And maybe you're trying to basically educate, that's the word, and
Yeah.
empower your friends.
Yeah.
And maybe your friend really wants to learn this, that's different.
Yeah,
Let's talk about
exactly.
someone who's really is not is basically not open minded
Mm,
to learning. So every time
yeah.
you meet, and your conversations will change literally in
Yeah.
regards to how you used to converse about situation and things, and now
Mm,
the fact that you're being conscious about everything, it
mm.
may not be the same. Yes, they'll
And
still be
I
close
feel
to you,
like,
but I believe you'll attract other tribes around you.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I feel like when you're trying to have conversation with those people, you tend to, like, I find myself in those instances like, oh, that's not, well, I'll give them another chance. And then suddenly it's like, oh, I've given them 40 chances and they're still not, like,
Yeah.
realizing that what they said is not only
Mhm.
wrong, but like just like closed minded, very
Mhm.
self-centered. And it's like you need to stop giving those people so many chances, but you also need to realize when somebody actually wants it to change.
Mhm.
And I feel like, yeah, as I said, it's a really important thing to have. Not important, useful, because it not only weeds out your friendships for people who don't want
It
to
does.
like
Yeah.
engage with your life, who don't want to bring you like the energy you're supposed to
Yes.
receive.
Yes.
But it also creates variety through your life for different perspectives, for like those people who want to change but they just have different opinions from you. Those people could
Okay.
teach you so much more from things you didn't even like think about, like sides you possibly couldn't put yourself in, that maybe they understand. And learning the difference between those people is incredibly important, I feel, because when you build a community
Yeah.
so diverse around you, you are able to understand way more, and you're able to learn way more, and you're so much open-minded to receive just the most viable, diverse, like beautiful high energy
Mhm.
from all the people around you.
I feel like today, like being 11/11, is such like a great important date.
Mm-hmm.
Literally, if you can be in tune in that, even in
Mm-hmm.
regards to how whatever, like maybe what this is what I've been thinking about, right? Or what has been popping in my mind in regards to since the weekend and today. I believe we were talking about this last Friday. Like everything is going back to its natural state,
Yeah.
regardless. Like you take it or not, you accept it or not. And I
Mm-hmm.
believe that people maybe right now, nature is taking its course in regards to people talking about the real truth.
Mm-hmm.
Even like you'll find just people coming from nowhere. They want to endorse your maybe your podcast or your business because you're talking about the
Yeah.
truth, which nobody's talking about. I'm talking about
Mm-hmm.
this because I'm remembering what happened during like the election in the States,
Mhm.
we had like a lot of celebrities. I'm not saying like Trump is the best person of all time, but this is from the perspective I saw that a lot of celebrities really pushed for Kamala.
Mhm.
Like no one is following celebrities anymore.
Mhm.
People are craving for the truth. People are really craving for consciousness and what's really happening.
Yeah.
People are in search of truth. And if your network or your music or your fashion statement or line is basically preaching that,
Mhm.
a time where basically it's going to happen when this version of yourself want the truth to be known, people to hear about the truth.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's what I.
As we said, a very transformative Lionsgate's opening. So just being you how much of like a powerful and how gate with like the highest and best intentions
Yeah.
ever and receive what you're supposed to be receiving.
Right. I feel like that changes in relationship, changes in maybe walking in your divine highest calling, changes in your diet, changes how you basically even talk.
Mhm.
Maybe for someone it's like because there's power
Yeah.
in words,
In your voice,
in your
in your
voice,
words,
in
yeah.
your words, in your thoughts.
Yeah.
In regards to maybe you've been cursing a lot,
Mhm.
and maybe sometimes that becomes a reality of how you speak about your life.
Mhm.
That has to change because maybe you've seen that is literally manifesting.
Mhm.
And I'm going to say, like, the Lionsgate portal is often seen as an opportunity for spiritual awakening and transformation. During this time, the influx of cosmic energy can lead to heightened intuition, right? Increased awareness and a deeper understanding of one's purpose. When we're talking about your truest divine calling, you might find maybe you're not really confident to talk about some things. Maybe you're a journalist. Maybe you're an artist, a musician. Maybe you've
Yeah.
been trying to sing about real conscious music. Right now, there's this confidence that's going to rise within.
Mhm.
Like, you're like, regardless, I'm going to do this. You're not going to do it for the clout or for the numbers because it's your divine highest calling literally awakening in you, and you cannot really stop it.
Yeah.
And this period is also ideal for setting intentions
Mhm.
and time for truth.
Yeah.
The highest calling.
Yeah.
Yeah, a confidence is just gonna rise. And I believe if you've been on that journey,
Mhm.
you're literally it's just gonna happen, and you're open to that.
Mhm.
It's gonna happen because a lot of people maybe are basically waiting on maybe conscious music
Exactly.
or conversation people really know in regards a lot of things. Nature cannot accept that.
Mhm.
Everything has to go back to its natural state.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even if like worse comes to worse and like the human race is eradicated, the earth will heal itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Literally.
So we need to remember that we are here for like a temporary amount of time. The earth is gonna forever be here.
To fulfill your purpose.
Exactly.
Literally.
Yeah.
So you have to be super conscious about being in your highest divine purpose or calling.
Mhm.
We have like 19 keys talking about the death and rebirth of a new culture.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's listen in as he talks about this as we give our opinions.
Entertaining stages with the rappers. And what's been happening is that we've been starting to see an export of financial intelligence. And I believe that they are in the business of import and export. You understand me? To where it's not just, hip hop, right? It's not just entertainment, but it's education. Education is the foundation that we start to build our own nation out of. You understand me? Once you get education, then you have the instructions in order to build wealth. Once you have wealth, you now have the ability and the resources to control your environment, and that's power. So, who I'm here with today is none other than assets over liabilities, which is a statement itself that if a person lives by that mantra, then they have the keys and the guide towards going to wealth. So, we have none other than two brothers who started together. You understand me? Right here with iPhones and microphones. The person lives by that mantra, then they have the keys and the guide towards going to wealth. So we have none other than two brothers who started together. You understand me? Right here with iPhones and microphones.
Alrighty. Hello, Keith. How are you doing?
I'm good, Big E. How you doing? How you doing today with your beautiful
You
spirit?
understand me? And they took that to the highest stages with high level conversations. None other than Troy Millens and Rashad. Hip hop is already it's $1 trillion export. Yeah. You understand me? The money that's made off of hip hop, the clothing, the media, the music, the movies. I mean, it's so much context that goes around. The clubs are filled of it, liquor is sold from it, so much. So when I went out to Africa and they say, "What up, my nigga?" and I felt a certain way. But it's like that's what we exported to them, and they just feed that back because that's what they believe is cool. You understand me? That's the language we gave them. So we export hip hop, and hip hop teaches, drill music, hunting black men, killing people, listening to music, fast, deaf. You know what I mean? Sexualization. And then of course we got the positive hip hop as well. You understand me? That people listen to in rap music, but we know that is
I know more.
overwhelming the ignorance that is more catchy. So when we went to London and the people running up to us and talking about assets and talking about
Uplifting in conversation here on the best radio station, the Blackwood Fire Network.
Is that
that
16
we are a
keys
part of.
common ass?
Yes,
Yeah, that
19,
common. Oh,
16.
whatever, 19, whatever. He's still a con man, but go ahead. 19, 19 keys, 16, whatever.
Right.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Tom. I
To just
apologize.
take
I
time to
apologize for getting the con man's
because number
nickname
one,
wrong. I apologize here, Tom.
Okay.
we have and the type of thought leadership that we because
That- That's okay.
go out the country and they have a positive export that's reflected in what they do with their platform. You understand me? And I think that's ignorant. 5,000 people standing in the cold because they want to get to some wealth and some power. And they traveling, I'm talking about have not happened. So they didn't want to miss it.
Because when you talk about it, while we were there in London, it was like y'all did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it becomes like you become the vessel for that.
Yeah.
And so we don't take that lightly. That was always been the mission. It was like I said, like we're gonna become financial missionaries. We're spreading we're gonna spread the word, not just from the Americans.
What I'm getting from this, but in regards to this conversation, not like the whole conversation. I believe like maybe the death and the rebirth of a new culture, as I was basically saying earlier, is a new culture for truth. Right. And I believe it has been a journey of people right now or before now, basically walking in their divine highest calling, preparing for this moment. Because you've been talking about the truth in regards to your music or whatever your calling is. And the fact that it has been a journey of consistency, talking about the truth and not about the numbers, not about whether people like you or not, because that's how the world has been set up, like the system. It's about the numbers and how people like you and follow you. But I believe a time is coming not about how many followers you have, how wealthy you are in the eyes of the people, but whatever you're selling, is it
Mm.
grounded on the truth? Because nature goes back to truth, and that's what it's the cause, which is basically taking part in regards to how everything that was.
Mm.
Yeah. And what's your take on that?
I feel like, yeah, I'll agree with you 100% on that. Like, the truth at the end of the day is what's gonna come out. Whether it's when you're
That's
dead and it's
got
50 years
is
later,
that
Right.
or
Venus?
like when it's
That's got to be
tomorrow.
Venus.
If your
Gotta be Venus,
whole
right? Is that Venus?
identity is built on a lie, it's gonna come crashing down
Mm.
eventually.
That
Yeah.
Venus. I thought
Yeah.
it's gotta be her. I thought it was gonna be Venus
Yeah,
Yeah.
because she always used the term at
that's
the end of
her.
the
Hi,
day.
Keith.
At the end of the day. At the end of the day. At the end of
Yes.
the
How are
day,
you?
I'm here. At the end of the day. At the end of the day. Go ahead, guys. Go ahead.
Ah!
Go ahead. Go ahead, guys.
Right. End of the day.
But yeah, if your identity, your company, whatever it is built on a lie, it will come crashing down eventually.
Mm.
And a lot of more people are realizing that not only like the people who are like CEOs or like part of these like mega companies, but
Yes.
like the people, like the community, the society, everyone is realizing that we've been fed lies our whole life, and
Facts.
everyone wants to just live in the truth.
They're
Cause
they're hungry for the
exactly,
truth.
yeah,
It always happened about following and following. Actually, no, people don't even know they're following,
mm,
right? And the fact that I believe we have a lot of youth right now who are basically searching for the truth,
yeah,
right? I think that's what I'm saying. Everything is gonna be grounded on the truth, and we've had this conversation regarding
yeah,
you don't need to worry how it's gonna happen, or it's the fact that you're basically walking in your divine calling
mm,
and it's founded on the truth,
mm,
it's gonna literally come to pass.
yeah,
Yeah, because there are people who are basically craving for that,
mm,
and maybe questioning. And I
mm,
feel like it starts with that when you start to question things.
mm.
When you start questioning things, when you start to question some music, when you start to question the
Education,
education, the gender, it's just
yeah,
like it doesn't add up, right?
yeah,
And also talking about like Africa right now, like the minerals and the resources,
mm,
literally get back people facts, but also there are a lot of people who are super burdens to basically redefine Africa and the fact that Africa should definitely go back to its natural state.
mhm,
Right? We had Queen Alpha, we're talking about medicine, natural herbal medicine. We had Yaki who gave his intervention about how he healed himself from diabetes, high blood sugar, from herbal medicine, and he was suffering from diabetes. He went to a literal hospital, given the same medicine, and he was Albert Nafwer and 16 Keith.
What'd you say? Is it airtime? I can barely hear. I think that the internet's acting up. What'd you say? You
And we
said,
talk about the medicine with 19 keys.
oh, 19 Keith. I didn't say Keith. Okay.
your medicine, your food. You just won't let. When I first got into as a teenager, I got my small place home, and I said after I got rid of my asthma, my allergies, my hay fever, my PMS, and a list of fast food toxic living and eating, poisoning my house. And when I realized that there was a way out of this, and I got out of it in a house, I got it through the healing baths. I got out of my sick house. I got it through the foods that I was eating. I got out of my lungs returned back to me. In my house, I was able to do my movement, my yoga, and my meditation in my house. And so wherever I go, I now teach women how to reclaim their home. Their house is a wellness center. There's a her name right now, but she is the doctor over the whole establishment. She came in with President Obama, and she said that a home, that healing is done in the home and spiritual houses. Right. So when we shift that, the biggest income for America and for all so-called modern worlds is then we don't have high blood pressure anymore. Our men are not dying from prostate cancer.
And that's why they're not gonna really share this with millions of people, because it's a fact. Even there's a conversation with Yaki, a guy named Yaki, in his with everything that he's learned about vaccine and how he's healed all type of diseases you can think, literally.
I understand.
And it's
Everything we learned is a lie when it comes to your health, because our health system was created by the Rockefeller family, guys. Everything about our health is a lie. They said you're dealing with psychopaths. White people are psychopaths. So the system they set up is not about healing. It's about treatment to continue to get money from you. It's never about any healing. So the modern medical system was set up by psychopathic white people 100-something years ago, the Rockefeller family. There go these families again. Rockefeller, Rothschild. So it was never designed to ever help anybody. Rockefeller said, oh man, I can make money off this medical shit, so I'm gonna get rid of all the herbalists with what Ayrton's talking about. So he demonized all the herbalists, and then he made it illegal for herbalists and healers. That's how the world actually ran 200 years ago. And he couldn't make no money off of that, so he changed that. And since he was already a billionaire from the oil industry, he created this medical system and put it around the world. And he's also the head of the Cancer Foundation that doesn't cure cancer. It's really wicked, guys. Go ahead, Ayrton.
Those that you don't know that you're putting in your body, all of this is designed to keep you sick.
That is true.
Even if it's like, even if it isn't like your first initial reason you are sick, it's gonna be another thing in like a couple of weeks.
Right.
It doesn't matter what type of medicine you're taking. It doesn't matter if your doctor is like your best friend or something. All of it is designed to just keep you sick and keep you coming back. Yeah.
Sad. And what she's saying right now is so true in regards to if everybody learns this and they turn that into like something they want to learn about herbal medicine. And also it's so hard to convince some people right now about this because they're so attached into like the medicine they're given from the hospital or in the hospitals. They'll be like, no, herbal medicines are not safe for you. You know, like maybe from the traditional mindset in regard right now, they wouldn't at the hospital. Exactly. And that's why I feel like there should be more education in this, and people should be encouraged in regards to learning about the side effects of the medicine they're given from the hospital. Yeah, it's all an agenda. Just keep that said.
Yeah.
Even what you've said right now.
We're not fighting in the home because we know how to quell and calm the spirit through the foods and the juices and the herbs and the teas, all of that. and the healing baths and the prayers and the meditation. The women's sacrament, they know all of that. When they go through their journey, they know what that house is supposed to be. And each woman in that house is consecrated, blessed, and charged up, so they know how to work their clinic, hospital, in their home. The kitchen is your healing laboratory. So you cheese, drink everything. Every time somebody out, get it clean. Get in the kitchen. You have to remind yourself. I said we had baths. We were going to spiritual baths, and the symbol of the bath was right by the bath chemic Kepera, the sign for transformation.
Give me like the full. Go try it the second I
You're
go
gonna
home.
try. You just have to be super.
Actions to let one store your orders. You know, like where the power dwells. The power is from inside of you. And in that bath, you get a chance to connect. You come out that bath, and you have a waterfall in your hydrotherapy can transmute anything. So now in the shower, clearing up our first eye so we can be in our right mind.
It's like when you're taking a shower, every trauma, every negative word has been spoken upon you.
Intention.
You have to be super conscious at that moment and understand like the water is cleansing everything all the way down, all the fear, all the trauma, all the pain, the low self-esteem, the colonization of the mindset, maybe every time, and you just have to also regain the confidence of who you are again. So every time you're taking that shower, you're super intentional and conscious about it. You don't like just a shower and you're just like, hey, having a good time. Okay, you can definitely do that. But I believe if you're in this divine journey, everything you have to be conscious about everything. Yeah, and also it puts you in a very conscious state in regards to feeling other people's energy. Like instantly.
It feels like you're cleaning your aura when you do it with intention.
Yeah.
And then suddenly you can literally feel everybody's like vibes around you. You know, you put your intentions for the day and your day is just suddenly like 5 times better than you thought it would be.
That is so true.
Doing a lot of things with intention changes.
I was telling me every time as I drink water, but like if you drink water intentionally, it's different from just drinking water.
Yeah.
You know? Like if you're going to work intentionally.
Yeah.
You're like, you have to learn about seasons and everything like that. It will be super different on how you even do your work and how you relate to other people because you're living in your
true self,
your
highest vibrational
your
self.
highest vibrational, really beautiful journey, and you just feel super connected to God.
That's so true.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Do literally.
I'm going to tell the pastor on YouTube, Goopy Negus, because you're talking about vibration and frequency. I'm going to tell the church on YouTube.
I believe in the universe. I believe that the universe has sent us here for the reason. You know?
Yeah,
but if
that's actually true. That's actually true. I'm just playing with you guys because what you're saying is actually African, and you were taught to go away from that. You were told that was evil, to understand about vibrations and frequencies. That's how the universe actually works. You were given nonsense through the goopy religions that the white people brought us, which is not in nature. It's not in nature. It's actually satanic. But I'm just out, I'm just playing with you guys. What you guys saying actually nature.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Divine femininity that I've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the whole holistic living. Not that holistic
Yeah,
living is
everything is like
everything.
tying together.
Yeah, and it's so outstanding because I started with the alkaline,
Mhm.
which was basically just touching up on the body.
Yeah.
But now the holistic living goes deeper into the soul and the mind and the body. Now the body I've been definitely talking about that.
Yeah.
Now I'm basically focusing on the soul and the mind,
Mhm.
which gives you a whole depth about holistic living,
Yeah.
literally. And that's, I think, is very sensitive because you become super conscious, as you said,
Mhm.
about everything that you're doing, which it's also a journey
Yeah. I feel
and
like
a
it's like
sacrifice also.
it's so
Yeah.
much about sacrifice.
Mhm.
Quick dopamine from
Yes.
like TikTok.
Yeah,
Get
yeah.
quick dopamine from like coffee. Everything goes so fast, and the sugars and whatnot. But
Mhm.
training your brain to just
Yeah.
be able to sit in silence or get the slow dopamines or enjoy the small things, notice the small things, training your brain to slow down
That
is
it.
really hard
Yeah.
in this day and age, but it's so essential for you to be able to enjoy life way more than you thought you'd be able to. When you notice the small things, everything just becomes way more exciting. Everything becomes way more interesting. You become so much more curious, and you
Yes.
stop stressing out so
Yeah.
much because your brain isn't moving so fast.
Right.
I know for like some people it's harder than others, but it's like something you can practice. It's something you're not gonna be able to achieve tomorrow.
Yeah.
Something that takes time. You have to create a habit of being able to just slow down and think more. Yeah.
Right. And meditate more.
Yes, meditation is also a practice.
Yeah.
Like I used to be able to meditate for 30 minutes. I think I already told you this.
Yeah.
But now I'm like back down to 5 because at
Oh.
some point in my life I just didn't have enough time to meditate. I didn't
Right.
have enough to slow down. But the thing is, it's always a skill that you can relearn.
Right.
And the second time is going to be way easier than the first time.
Right.
And get it back. It's just, you need to relearn once
Right.
again.
Yeah. And the fact that everybody's on that,
Mhm.
you know, but understanding like what you're trying to fit right away to get that instant gratification. It's about you learning or basically trying calling, and you don't need all this insert dopamine that you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know,
Mhm.
and I think a lot of people need to know that and learn that.
Mhm.
Yeah, because can you imagine if maybe a lot of people, I believe, a lot of people copy and paste.
Mhm.
This is just my thought. They don't know who they are.
Yeah. A lot of people are stuck finding themselves in other people, which is
Right?
never ever the case.
Yeah.
You're not going to find anything you want in a person because they're also not going to find
Mhm.
themselves in you.
Right.
And that's going to make you disappointed. It's going to make you like obsess over somebody you
Mhm.
know you're not
Yeah.
ever going to be. Even when you think you get to a point of, yes, I found myself, there's still more to
Yes.
find. You're still forever growing.
Yes.
And until the day like your last heartbeat
Yes.
goes.
Always growing, always learning. You don't reach a point where you're like,
Exactly.
you know what? I think I'm good.
Yeah, exactly. Like you don't ever see
I
a
think I'm
tree
good
just
now.
I'm good at this height, you know. They grow until eventually they die. They
That
fall.
is so true.
Mhm.
You have to be super intentional. Literally. Guys, we're almost winding up on Let's Talk with Ayrton, talking about the 1111 portal. Basically, going to be talking about the mind and the soul. But I believe we'll just dive in maybe to the mind and then we'll go to the soul. I love it.
Yeah.
And the fact that you talked about being intentional. And also, I believe until you roar,
Mhm.
there's going to be a change. Let me use this
Exactly.
example in regards to every
Mhm.
advert. and like the lotion or the cream.
Oh yeah,
It,
yeah.
everybody
Obsessed with
right?
it. Yeah,
Yeah, and it was making you a little bit light skin. I
yeah,
guess.
yeah. People looked like they were bleaching, but like
Yes.
not on intentionally, because you could like see
Yeah.
like the like the spots
Mhm.
where their skin was like browner than the rest of their
Mhm.
skin,
Yeah.
and I think it was like bleaching cream in
That is,
there.
yeah, that is so
Yeah.
true. Their gender, but now you can see dark and lovely. Literally.
Yeah.
There's like dark and lovely, and the fact that it's time when I believe a lot of African women, it was all of weeds, literally, even in Kenya, and then a season came where everybody was just natural hair,
Yeah.
braids, natural hair, braid. Now it's not that much compared to Nigeria. you know.
Yeah.
But in Kenya, even I had a friend who came in like, oh my god, I've never seen a country like Kenya where ladies wear their hair out, and they said than Nigeria. Nigeria is just like weeks.
Yeah.
It's hard to. It's really you can wear the
I feel
curly
like-
one. That's okay, but it's one
I know.
literally.
I feel like there's so much stigma against black hair
Mhm.
and like it looking unprofessional or like not neat or like wild. When in reality, that's just how our hair looks.
And
Our
it's
hair is never gonna be
beautiful.
straight. Yeah.
It kind of like it kind of represents the tree how trees look like.
Exactly.
Super confident and voluptuous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We
We're literally nature.
Exactly.
Yes.
There is a reason for our hair to be like that, and you like perming it and doing all of
Perming it.
these like
Oh my
straightening
gosh.
treatments.
Your hair, your
At the
hair,
end
your
of the
hair
day,
is like
Please
your hair is
calm your hair.
your hair is like that, guys, because your hair is the antenna to the actual creator. No one said. Hey, ask yourself, why is everybody's hair different than African people's hair? Why is it different? Because everybody else has fur. You have hair. You're the only people that have hair. So your hair is coiled. If you understand electricity, guys, the reason why your hair is coiled and you have melanin, you are a conductor of energy. So go by any power plant, you see that the things are coiled. Your melanin and your hair is a conductor of energy. So you are really a god on earth, but don't know it anymore. That's what you are. You conduct, because the universe is the universe is no more but energy, frequency, and vibration. So you must have the energy part too. So you are energy. That's what you can do. That's what, but they're not gonna never teach you that. So just like me, I ain't know none of this stuff. What? They told me to hate my hair and my hair is bad. So I was told all that shit growing up in California. And I was like, damn, I wish I hadn't had this kind of hair. But you don't know, you're a conductor of light, conductor of energy. Like I would say, don't believe me, go look this up. You're literally a god on the planet. Once you raise your vibration, your alkalinity, there's certain things that African people can do that no other people can do. They taught you to be afraid of this stuff. Put this up real quick, Airtime. Let's just real quick since you're on YouTube. Let's get off this charlatan 19 keys. Let's get off this con man. Go to, I think I showed this to you anyway, but go to say African shaman levitates.
Oh, right.
African shaman levitates. So understand, you're here to learn how to manipulate energy as an African. As you raise your vibration, you're able to do all kind of miraculous things. Say African shaman levitates. So what he's doing, he doesn't got enough energy to do it, but he's manipulating the magnetic field around him that allows him to lift off the ground. Because actually African people can fly. Which one? I can't see it. It's not showing yet. Yeah. You just show your screen with me. You're still on your con man 19 keys.
Really?
It's a
There is a small community of people across the world who practice a very mysterious.
I can't see it still, Airtime. You still on the other one, Airtime. You still on the other one. You haven't shared the screen. You're still on the other one. You still got 19 keys up.
Oh, but I'm sharing this.
Let's see. There you go. Yeah, you still got 19. You still got your boy 19 keys up.
Okay.
Let's see. You know.
19.
Now that's the Dogon. That's not it. That's the Dogon right there. But no, that's not the one video. But I'm sure they can do the same thing. It's one particular one I got. It's called it shows them lifting off the ground, levitating. They go down. Let me see. If they haven't taken it down, go down.
This one?
Yeah, right there, that one. Yes, that's it right there. So what he's doing, he's manipulating that magnetic field around his body, which all Africans are able to do this. Once you learn, once you go back to being African, learn why your hair is a certain way. You don't learn how to be. You came here to learn how to be God. Okay, that's why you're here. No such thing as death. So what he's doing, he's manipulating. He's pulling the energy out of the universe, manipulate through his melanin and his hair, and he's levitating. But that's why Africans could always fly. These are, yeah, go ahead.
In spite of this, Okaku actually rises off the ground, and it seems as though he is floating on a cushion of air.
But you've been told this is evil.
Believe his eyes.
Satanist.
This is a trick or an illusion.
This is your.
Absolutely convinced that he's witnessing a miraculous event indeed.
There's no illusion. That's real.
Okay.
What he's doing, he's manipulating the electric magnetic field around him. Told you, you're nothing but energy and magnetics. But if you got stringy hair, if you got that stringy hair, you're not doing that.
His face is contorted with the effort of the undertaking. Could the technique which we are witnessing here be the very same technique which is said to be practiced in India and in Tibet?
Alrighty. That's amazing. Yes, so that's what's up. In regards to relearning about our identity, who we are, the African culture. We're basically winding up today, guys, and that's
why they're scared of you, John. That's why they're scared of you. That's why they teach you nonsense.
Yeah.
That's why they're scared of you. That's why they're scared of you.
Right.
So understand, yeah. Because they've always studied you. They know you're able to do all this shit now. That's why they're scared. That's why they keep you uneducated. Why you kept with fear religions, because all this stuff is in you. You're able to do all this stuff. So that's why they keep you away from it. If you say, "Oh, you're studying how to be the devil, Iraton. How dare you, you devilish bitch, you."
Wow. Okay. Michelle, hey, how are you doing? Say good morning. Jibber Jabber saying our culture is flat under a microscope. All others have fur, which is round under the microscope.
Exactly right. And then the question, exactly right, Jibber Jabber. And actually, on the microscope, they know this is not my opinion again, Iraton. How do they got fur, Iraton? How can a human being have fur? Here's a fact. It's not my opinion. You can look under the microscope. That's why they got that lights. How can a human being have fur? Because that's what it is. They don't have hair, they have fur. Their hair on top of the hair is fur. It's animal fur. That's a fact. It's not my opinion. So see, that blows your mind. So how can they have fur, Iraton? They ain't taught you that. But that's a fact. They know their hair is not hair. They know it's animal fur. That's what it is. So yeah, it's just something to think about. I don't want to blow Venus's young mind right now, because Venus Venus got the nerve to tell us that she's autistic. It's not an autistic bone in her body. Autistic. Venus is too smart. She was misdiagnosed.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Yes,
not
I
autistic bone
agree
in
with
her
that.
body.
Good.
Yeah.
Guys, we're basically winding up. Yes. We're winding up. Thank you guys for joining us here on Let's Talk with Iriton and basically joining in the conversation about the Lionsgate Open Portal. As I said, it's our manifestation portal which occurs literally November 11th, which you know every year. And it's a special day when the data aligns in perfect numeric harmony and opening a powerful doorway for spiritual growth. And also, it's a time if you can set your intentions right and basically
Oh yeah,
manifestations
manifestations. Yeah.
in regards to what you're trying to manifest. So during this time, as we said, the influx of cosmic energy can
You guys are getting really close. I'm gonna have to
lead to a
report you
heightened
two.
intuition,
You two are
increased
getting too
awareness,
close.
and understanding of one's Oh my god! Right? So, as you sit down today on 11/11, right? You can basically sit down and manifest your ideal life, relationships, and love. And first, it's a basically spiritual. It's a significant date where it basically falls in the middle. So it signals intensity. It signals
New
new
opening.
opening, transformation, and rebirth. And the date is believed to be related to the concept of divinity and unity. I'm excited.
Same.
Yeah, so if you're super intentional about this day, be ready to receive. But thank you so much, guys, for joining us. Remember to download our app on Google Play Store and basically get yourself some amazing, amazing Manuka Honey coffee for $59.90. The Brain and Focus formula for $39.90. Alpha Energy for $40.90. Under the beauty categories, Colon Gentle Cleanse for $35. And also you have the Bepal powder for $15.80 and the aloe and cool cucumber soap for only $8.25. Remember, food is medicine. You have to be really careful what you're basically consuming. It's a matter of life and death, according to Dr. Africa. So be careful about what you're eating. What's your closing remarks, beautiful Venus?
Everybody's do everything with intention. Stay high vibrational, and attract the energy that you think you deserve. Okay. Thank you for having me. Once again.
Thank you so much, guys, for basically joining us. Your last words, Mr. Blackwood Fire? I think we're having a connection issue. But guys, as we're basically on, remember to get yourself some hemp coffee blend for $32.90 and mushroom coffee fusion remember, you are the change you need to see in the world. Much love. See you on Wednesday on Let's Pop with Leoton. Take care and have a blast.
Greetings and salutations, Master Felix Angel Robinson, all the way in Switzerland, and you're tuning into the Black Hot Fire Radio, and you listen. Yes. Yeah. Reaching out to all the masters on the African continent, and you're tuning into the Pan African.